What's it for
I'll
again?
edit it. Okay, so that's for our blog, which is Juna and Zina's Salon.
All right.
And we have a radio show as well.
Oh, cool. Is it the same show
On the meaning
goes
of
on the
Adam
radio?
Lambert is our radio show.
You have a radio show on
Yes,
the
we do.
meaning of
On the
Adam
meaning of
Lambert.
Adam
really-
Lambert.
Well, so what we'd like to start off with maybe is a little bit of your personal and musical background. So, like, where'd you grow up, and how did you get into music, and what kind of music did you start off with in your life? So,
You want to take that one?
Sure. How did I get into it? I don't know. I always used to go through my parents' records, like my dad's records and stuff like that. Just like the Doors, Jimi Hendrix, and everything like that. And bands that kind of like made me want to play like in a band, play music was like Metallica. I think was like one of the main bands that got me like, you know, really want to be in a band. Seeing the year and a half in the life of Metallica was probably the thing that made me want to like tour and do all this. Made me want this so bad, you know. And it's kind of like I'm like living that right now. It's really cool.
I used to have that. Someone stole it.
Oh, it's amazing. I love it.
It was that good. It was that good.
Oh yeah.
so was that like a big influence on you too? That particular?
Yeah. Bands like that. All the old metal bands. When I was kind of growing up in the late '80s, were kind of if you were going to learn how to play an instrument, that was the stuff that you would. Especially learning how to play guitar, that's the stuff that you would learn how to do, learn how to play. And the thing is, like let's say, for example, Metallica, Master of Puppets, one of the best albums of its kind ever. And then it's something that's fun to play on guitar. So it's not like you're just learning how to play G, C, and D. It's like it's exciting.
Huh.
It's physical. It's some of the stuff you have to play. Your arm is like burning, like you've been like lifting weights.
Yeah, you get that like burn going up.
And then again, you get that adrenaline of it being such a cool song that you've been listening to. So
That's cool.
that had a lot for me also. Like bands like Metallica and Slayer and.
So did you have your own band at the time too, or did you form one eventually, or how did you know?
No, for me, I formed one later. I got a guitar and I started. It took me like 10 years for my parents to finally get me a guitar.
Really? So
Yeah.
what did you do before?
Yeah,
that?
used
I
to
had
beg
like
my-
toy guitars and I put like rubber bands or as strings
Like
or
on,
like
like-
plastic. I mean, it was
Yeah.
1988 or whatever, 1989.
Wow, that's
Before grunge.
That's so
I was
sweet.
I was more grunge than the grunge bands. I had rubber bands on my plastic guitar and used string, the fishing line called string.
Yes.
I'd get that. I don't know why I would buy that and not just go to a music store and buy guitar strings.
Sure.
But I would buy fishing wire and have the neighbors like put it on my guitar.
That's more of a challenge.
I mean, I could have
That's
just
a bigger challenge for
just gone to a music store and bought like
But
a
anybody can do that.
$5 pack of guitar strings.
I used to
but-
shoplift them with my friends at Sam Goody. We used to go steal them from there.
Yeah, I used to get strings from there, and strings have never been as good as they are from there. I would
Wow.
get strings from there, and now they haven't been as good. But yeah, so that's kind of like what it was like.
What was your first
What
band?
else was your question? You had another question
I was
starting out.
a little background. Well, actually, where did you grow up, Tommy? Because I don't.
Burbank, California.
Oh, in California.
Born
so
and
you-
raised.
Yeah. Okay. And I was going to ask.
Oh, maybe it was just Tommy. I intercepted Tommy's question.
you didn't.
No. It's a conversation, so don't worry about it. But Tommy was talking about his uncle being
I'm
kind
gonna
of
take
like.
your questions. I'm gonna answer them.
No, we're not like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but Tommy was
We're
saying
chatting.
like that his uncle kind of first kind of introduced him.
His
into
uncle
music.
took guitar lessons from Joe Pass.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, he's
One of
a-
the greatest guitar players of all time.
And my uncle actually.
That's
My uncle
Is he still
insane,
performing?
yeah.
Is he like?
Oh, he's in
professional?
a studio. Yeah,
Studio
he's a
and
session
stuff.
guy.
Yeah.
He just kind of does
Well, that's-
studio work and stuff like that. Yeah, he's insane. He's really good.
And Monty, what about you? Did you have someone in your life who brought you into music, or was it just kind of totally?
No, I
random
always
thing
wanted to
that
play, and then I was fortunate to have an amazing guitar teacher in the town that I grew up in,
happened? Which was in.
Longview, Texas. His name's Robert Browning.
Okay.
He also writes poetry. coincidentally.
So,
He's even better than the original Robert
Robert
Browning.
that's a big compliment.
Some people get confused when they hear poetry and they hear that it's written by Robert Browning, and then there's
And it's
another Robert
really-
Browning.
yeah.
It gets kind of confusing.
I'll look
but
him up.
Yes, we will.
those damn copyrights.
Yes.
They'll get you every time.
Yes, they will.
So did he
Sometimes it's good though, because sometimes he gets checks from. It was
Brown-
kind of like a mistake, and it was supposed to go to
Browning,
old
the
Robert
Robert-
Browning,
yeah.
and they have the name. I have an
Write down songs,
illegitimate child named George Lucas. George Lucas Pittman, and I'm hoping that the same thing works for me.
So you've
We
got
keep
your
him in the
future-
basement,
you've
and
got your
not too many
future
people know
locked
about
up.
him.
No,
But we
we
just
only
have
know
him
about
down there
girls.
just to make
That's
sure.
what-
Just to make sure, maybe we can.
Well, that's all
Make a
the
quick
security,
dollar.
isn't it? Yes, that's your investment.
Juno and Zeno's Swan.
This is for Juno and Zena
Otherwise,
Salon
people will-
on
We gotta
the
take a
book,
picture, so we gotta go.
On-
They're gonna leave us.
The Meeting of Adam Lambert.
They're
It's a
gonna
cool
leave
book, you
us,
should check
man.
it
Let's
out.
go.
Well,